Alright guys, welcome back to some more Miskatonic, and I think things are going to start accelerating at this point, so with that being said, we're back at the university, and Bob has to say, "Oh, hello Charlotte, what can I do for you today? You can tell me, where the hell Thirst is, and explain to me why you put Lizzie's brother in a giant vat of primordial ooze. How about that? I speak for Dr. Valentine on all matters. You have no authority to speak to him. As for Billy, his refusal to cooperate with us led to his incarceration. He refuses to bring Yog-Sothoth into our dimension, so you tortured him. You are aware that he ruins universes, right? He also contains all knowledge, past, present, and future, all dimensions, and all universes within them. You understand and why we consider him an asset for the learning establishment. So you'd rather that figuring out rather than figuring out different, like solutions, you just torture a little goat fungus thing until he does what you want? Or whatever the frig Billy is? Yes. Clearly. Fine. I quit. And I'm calling the cops. I assure you, our scientific inquiries are observed and permitted on federal and international level. And you are required to give 2-week notice. Well then, I'm gathering my sisters in the coven, and there ain't nothing worse than a whole bunch of pissed off witches. F your 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks before my sisters and me come and shut this place down, old school style. Try and stop me. While nothing would give our staff more enjoyment than a gaggle of naked women chanting amateur hexes at us, you are contractually obligated to remain at the premises until your dismissal. And you are slightly too important to be dismissed. Aw, come on. Don't be dicks. Oops. Yeah, that was probably not a good call on Charlotte's part there. She probably maybe could've, should've. I don't know. I don't even know. But now it seems we may be a prisoner. It's proven difficult. Her eyes seem to be linked to her emotions rather than any manipulative cerebral mechanism. She has to want to do it. Torture? Largely ineffective, at least at the ones we've used. Electrical therapy, trans-dimensional contact, tarantula submersion. She's a weirdo. Apes bashing rocks. Well, we figured we'd ask you to look at her at the member of the staff with the least, or what? Well, we figured we'd ask you to look at her as the member of the staff with the least respect for humanity. Maybe you can get her to cooperate. Cooperate with the ruiner. Cooperate with the crumbler. Your penchant for obligation is a fascinating little quirk of the species. Fine. I will make the witch girl cooperate. There are staff members between here and there that have documents on her, but they've been passing them around. Something to consider before you talk to her. Completely unnecessary, but fine. I will collect your little documents. Well, it's kind of taking a turn for the worse for our main character, eh? Are we supposed to be interacting with people, or I suppose so. Dr. Thirst Valentine, you have a file on our latest patient, correct? Sure, boss. Hand it over, Cecil. Here you go, sir. Good light reading. Oh my. Okay, so we do have, okay. Name, Charlotte Effett Lestrange. Height 5'6", age 22, hair black, eyes Not available. Nationality, American French. Summary. Subject spent her formative years as a member of a Shub-Soggoth, the Cole, and Witch Coven. As a result, subject is deeply dedicated to the cult's tenets and sharing compassion with humanity. Subject is generally cheerful and good-natured, though naive and easily manipulated. As subject left the education system early to join her cult, subject has relatively low intelligence and common sense compared to women of her age. Subject is deeply fascinated with the occult, having become a witch at an early age, and exudes a curious and inquisitive disposition to supernatural abominations that would drive off civilians insane at the sight. Subject has the ability to manipulate primordial ooze using an unknown mechanism in her eyes. Subject was brought to the attention of the university by a fellow member of her cult, our Rumman Fletcher. One Rumman Fletcher, okay. Oh my. Joan, okay. I'm not entirely sure what it has to do with my studies, but I'm down here anyway, just like Miss Teacher said. I have a bad feeling about this. Right. What's one life sacrificed for a covenant? It's a little tragic, but the return of investment make it a foregone conclusion. And if you can't justify sacrificing one, you can justify sacrificing 1,000 or 100,000, sacrificing 49% and saving 51, no problem. Okay, last group. Wow, everyone's down here. The math department scuttling around in the waiting room. The literature guys poking through the medical supplies closets. Even the geography classes are walking around on the ceiling. Oh boy. Alright, I think we only have an option. Wait. Something happening? No. Did we miss a group? Maybe we missed a group? I think so. Nope, we didn't miss a group because we spoke to them. What am I supposed to do precisely? Can I go through here? Can I go through here? Can I click on this? Nothing's happening, guys, and I think we've interacted with each crew. Maybe not the first one. Okay. Where did she get these eyes? What a waste of fantastic mutation. What? Jealous? Dang. I'm having a tough time today. Speaking and reading, apparently. What? Jealous? She gets to be the martyr of humanity, and you're stuck with sausages growing out of your back. The file, please. Ah, yes. Okay. History, age, subject sneezes, reveals her black eyes. Parents forget subject's middle name, renamed F it. Subject attends school, tests poorly. Often found socializing with mutated children, inquiring about their disabilities. Age 8, subject displayed a natural affinity for the occult, seems not distressed by knowledge of monsters or entities. Age 9, subject is taken out of school to become a cultist in the Chesapeake Witch Coven. Den mother, informed of her abilities, reminded to the coven's affiliation with the Miskatonic a secret. Oh. Age 15, fully indoctrined by the cult's ideologies of spreading peace and harmony, Den Mother informs the university that the training of her eyes is going poorly. So they were aware of her the whole time, guys. The whole time. Wow. Alright, it's getting pretty twisted now. Okay. Kind of makes you wonder how many affiliates of little old university really has. There's got to be independent partners all over the world, right? Papers. Sure thing, boss. Here you go. Okay. Subject has been indoctrined by the affiliate Chestnut with Covenant and has fully accepted their doctrine of peace and harmony. As a result, subject seems relatively selfless, going out of her way to help others. Though initially inquisitive and curious of the occult, subject's lack of classical education and low intelligence counter her ability to think critically and objectively. This could be a cause for concern during the final stages of the project. As a result, it is suggested that subject should be gradually exposed to our primordial ooze plans by sending subjects on small false assignments. If subject does not understand our cause as these assignments, subject will have to be physically coerced into working for us. Wow. Okay. New area, new group? I don't even know. There's ramen though. Thirst. Before we go in there, remember, torture didn't work. We need to be compassionate. She'll come around once we explain what we're doing here. Oh yes, I believe I have something that will convince her. What is that? Liquid compassion. So they're gonna try to overload her with compassion to be compelled to help them. I suppose we'll see. I kind of feel like, spoiler alert, that Charlotte's gonna get the final punch in on them and trick them, or to some extent. Charlotte awoke to the sound of distant heartbeat. The concrete beneath her was warm and moist, as though licked by some vast tongue, and beyond her cell door came a chorus of rasping, heavy breaths through 1,000 drooling, clenched jaws. The atmosphere was thick with sweat, and the drafty cathedral ambience of the cool concrete corridors were placed now by the unmistakable presence of flesh. Oh my. Poor Charlotte. As the door to the cell cracked open, Charlotte soon discovered that she was no longer bound by those fetching leather straps, though found her fingers far too numb to think she had loosened them before. Looking towards to the light edging from the crack of the door, Charlotte noticed something fleshy and glistening retreating from the cell. Whoa. What is this? The air outside her cell... The air outside her cold cell was inviting, like a lover's lap. Thick, palpable, it flooded Charlotte's nose and blurred her vision. Her senses absconded into an ambience of warm autumns and cigarettes of sunset, dog fur and fresh cut grass, strawberry ice cream and sleeping late, the smell of fresh bread and new books. Her head swam with the feelings of nostalgia, belonging, and feeling loved. Huh. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice in here. Okay. Are we supposed to, Oh. The writhing tendrils painted comforting scenes of seaside villages, quiet bars, log fires warming countryside cottages, and morning rains. Charlotte felt at home, more than she had ever before. An intoxicating, addictive feeling of belonging, of being wanted and cherished and loved, and it didn't make sense, but Charlotte was home and everything was to be okay. This place is awesome. I could just wrap myself in these lovely tentacles. Wait a minute. Nah, never mind. I want to go deeper. Feels right to go deeper. Okay. Going deeper. Pulsing tubes of quivering meat painted yet more portraits in Charlotte's addled mind of a joyous, loving past, of childhood milestones and wonderful achievements, of forming friendships at kindergarten, or of new puppies, of school tests passed with flying colors and graduating college, mortarboards hanging in the air, of the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect husband of... Wait, that never happened. I did terrible at school. I didn't have any friends. I never had a puppy, or a job, or a boyfriend, let alone a husband. I left school to become a witch. And fat, lot of good that did me. First ever real job, and they're freaking abducting me and taking my stuff and throw me in here. And now even their freaking walls are laughing at me. Sniff. Aw. Alright, calm down. There's gotta be a way out. Just keep going. Boy. There you are. We were wondering when you'd finally join us. What's Ramen? Ramen, what happened to you? What do you mean us? Where is it? Where is everyone? Don't show her again, please. We're right here, Charlotte. Can't you see us? Oh my. We've come to congratulate you. Congratulate me. For what? For saving the world. You did it, Charlotte. You fixed everything. Well, almost everything. What are you saying, Ramen? Oh, come on now, Charlotte. Don't you recognize your own handiwork? What? How? Oh, it's wonderful, Charlotte. We tried everything to get you to use your eyes on us. Hypnosis, hallucinogens, torture. Which I voted against, but we were getting desperate. But after a final round of particularly potent lysergic acid, we asked you what you wanted. And it worked. You simply said that you wanted everyone to love each other and be kind to each other, and zapped me with your eyes. At first it was frightening to have a horrifically mutated woman literally swallowing each of us into her own torso, but once we were absorbed, everything was wonderful. We're so proud of you, Charlotte. Oh. If I keep them talking, maybe I can mutate them back when they were distracted. So, what's it like? Oh, Charlotte, it's indescribable to be connected, truly connected, as a synaptic level to 1,000 friends and family, sharing 1,000 secrets a minute, all your hopes and fears, all your joyous and embarrassing memories, literally your entire life barred for all to see. with everyone bearing bearing theirs simultaneously and forever. Every sensation, physical, mental, and emotional, rippling across a vast network of interconnected minds and bodies. To be separate is to be alone, to live alone and die alone with only a harpened language and fleeting contact to convey your thoughts and emotions. To be connected is to be a part of living heaven. Could you put some clothes on, lady? I'm trying to keep it PG-13 here. Got a family-friendly channel. Do you know that the passage of this time is dictated subsequently by the human mind? That the duration of a minute can be squeezed to a second or stretched to a decade. That's why drowning sailors see their entire lives flash before their eyes, or the Mazatic shamans spend their years exploring their minds during 15-minute doses of salvia divorium. In the 12 hours it took you to recover, we have spent a septillion years laughing at awkward memories, weeping together at past tragedies, bathing in total bliss. Huh, that actually sounds pretty rad. Why are you not just a warped face? What? But why are you not just a warped face on a mass of bruised meat, Rumman, like everyone else? Well, we needed a face for the rest of the plan, and between the emotional orgies and the, actual orgies, we had a little debate, and we decided that I was the most goddess-ish. The one that looks most like a goddess. I guess that makes sense. Wait, what plan? Expansion, of course. No. Why aren't my eyes working? What did they do to me? Uh-oh. Well, that's bad. Charlotte, think about it. The Chestnut Covenant was great and all, but we were never going to convince the entire world to stop being awful to each other. If we were to absorb the human race, there'd be no more suffering, no more bigotry, no more hatred, just an entirety of quiet bliss until the sun swallows the planet. If you let us out, we can double our mass every day. Within 27 days, we'll have absorbed but North and South America. A quick swim across the Atlantic and we'll have the world a week later. The entire world connected. Charlotte, can you imagine a greater paradise? All we need is you to build a portal down here, large enough to get us out of the sanitarium. All we need is you to get to the Dunwiches to build a portal down here large enough to get us out of the sanitarium. She just said that. We're not as squishy as thought we'd be. Slightly too much bone in here. Don't fit through the exits into the Miskatonic underground tunnel network. But what if they don't want to be absorbed? I mean, I'm literally your first customer and I'm not feeling the sales pitch. Well, of course, you're not on the fence, Charlotte. You're a Chestnut witch with a scrambled brain. But think of all the normal people out there. The homeless, the jobless, the depressed and suicidal. To be absorbed is to be free of the burdens of life. No obligations, no debt, no politics, nothing but the embrace of a loving community. And anyone adamant about staying individual will change their tune after a brief swallowing. What? If they're done something to my eyes, my only options to talk my way out of this and go get help. I don't think that's going to be an option, Charlotte. Oh, come on, Charlotte. Anyway, anyone with reservations will quickly change their tune once they're a part of the community. I mean, we'll be blanketing the entire world with our Euthoria mass, so the only other option would be would be starving to death. We're not monsters, Charlotte. Can't just force people to join your guys. Because I just noticed that name was Living Heaven. Whoa. Because it's wrong. It doesn't matter how loving it is inside your community, and it doesn't matter how terrible it is outside. People have to be free to make their own choices and think their own ways. And their choices are assholey. And if their choices are assholey, dealing with assholiness brings the groovier people closer together and pushes the assholes further away. It always does. But just robbing everyone of their individuality and absorbing everyone just takes away the promise of future. Forcing everyone to be as good as they are today prevents them from potentially being even better tomorrow. And it's mean. And absorbing assholes doesn't make them suddenly better. It makes you an asshole. So rather than ushering in a new age of human unity, you're saying we should just keep this incredible feeling to ourselves? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Wouldn't that be better? To have strangers swimming around inside you or whatever? Yeah, not happening. This is the next stage in human evolution, Charlotte. It may be rough for first few years, what with the slow and deliberate consuming of all mankind, but it'll all be worth it once everyone's a part of us. Trust us, Charlotte. This is what's best for humanity. The girl raises a point. Negative emotions could perpetuate across the network. It would be in our best interest to exclude toxicity from the community. Shun the assholes and only let groovy people in. Hey, sounds familiar. Exclude ourselves. Let's those that wish to seek us out join our community. Hey, now there's an idea. Okay, she didn't really just pull off reverse psychology on these guys, did she? Well, I guess we're getting ready to find out, guys. Here we go. How about this, Charlotte? You let a few people know that the university is now a gateway to a living heaven, and get the rumors started. And anyone that wants to shed the responsibilities of life can come down here. Decide for themselves if they want to join us. So you'll just stay here? Not bust out and swallow the whole world? Nah, you're right. If we force the world to conform to our standards, we're only gonna get more and more toxic. If we were going to save the world, we can't become the douchebags that we're trying to save it from. Yeah, exactly. Besides, as word gets out that heaven is real and hidden under the basement of the Miskatonic, people will flock to be absorbed anyway. We will swallow the world, albeit at slightly slower pace. Those we deem toxic can be left outside alone until they just adjust their behavior. Yeah, sure, as long as you're not forcing folks. Wait, where'd you say we are? Under the university. Uh, Under the university, the in-house sanitarium. Huh. Guess that's better than renting, huh? So I'll come visit sometime, I guess. We know you will join us one day, Charlotte. Yeah, probably not. Bye, guys. Yeah, definitely not. Probably definitely not. I agree with her. I miss Lizzie, though, and Annie. What happened to them? Wow. Everyone's really gone. Aw. Oh, hey, Charlotte. Oh, it's Annie. Is it Annie? Annie? Hey, Annie survived. Yay. It is a good ending. Nice outfit, love. You look like a severed bullock. You didn't get absorbed into the monster. What monster? The monster the rest of the staff turned into. The thing in the basement they call the next stage in human evolution. The vast networked community of like-minded individuals that want to absorb the entire world into their mass as some terrible act of pill of whatever. The thing that was worth experimenting on me for. The thing my friend betrayed me to become. You know, that thing. Oh no, they only really tell me the lunch menu for the day. I love her character. So you turn the staff into monsters? Can I see? Just one big monster, and I don't think I want to ever go back downstairs. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay, sweets. Well, is it dangerous? Are they in pain? Do you need my help with something? Well, no. They seemed super into it, actually. And they told me they were not gonna, break out and absorb everyone on Earth. And they let me go, so I guess they weren't lying, I hope. Then how about you take a minute to breathe and come rest your weary noggin? Yeah, you're right. Oh boy. Game hasn't ended, so I'm getting nervous, guys. I barely knew anything about anyone. Tell me about yourself. Huh. Well, I was born in London, but we moved out of the West Country because Dad wanted to be a farmer. He was an accountant. My mom looked after me and my brother. Turns out the only thing Dad could grow was carrots. So me and my brother would spend all day up the market selling carrots for, real food. I remember when I brought home my first girlfriend. My dad was so psyched that I was into girls. What? Every father's dream. No, what? That's not, I don't think that's accurate. He tore out every carrot in the garden and made the whole family this giant stew, this bright orange sludge. Best thing I ever ate. Then the cannibalism started spreading from London. Feral folks started showing up and we all joined in, of course. Suddenly people didn't want carrots anymore. Don't know why. They went great with man steak. One day some American blot puts a notice up on the town's bulletin board promising money for the test subjects to come to Massachusetts. I just wanted to collect my earrings and go home, but my brother is such a big effer. They went and hired him as a monster hunter. What's a feral folk? People that just ate too much people. There's the normal lads that sorta just enjoy the chaos, go to the pub, cheese and onion crisps, shag the landlord's boy, quick murder on the slog home, barbecue tomorrow when the weather is good for it. And then there's a fairly say bugger the what? And then the ferals say bugger the pub. Let's just perch outside and wait for the first dozy sod who wanders out a piss and tear him to pieces. Jeez. No, know what I mean? Not. Cannibal apocalypse, and there's still pubs. How else are you gonna enjoy it? So that was requirements for becoming a witch poo. I am allowed in. Well, you need to be brainwashed into thinking that the world is fundamentally broken and you and your coven are the only people who can fix it. And chicken soup. Spend all the night out of the rain dancing around in the nick. You're gonna want a lot of chicken soup. What the frick? If you can come up with a unique recipe, you're in. Toes? Huh? Chicken and toes soup? So, suck the toe meat off like chicken wings, like num num. Oh. That's definitely a unique recipe. Meet me at midnight for your complimentary artificial sense of belonging and frostbitness. So now that you've saved the day, are you gonna go back to the coven? Kiss some frogs? That's princesses, and I wouldn't call merging the entire university into a giant tentacle monster with my eyes saving the day. Well, all the horrible stuff they justified by saying it's for the greater good and whatnot, I'd call putting a stop to that saving the day. It's just lucky I talked them out of busting out of the university and absorbing everyone. And they only stopped out of self-interest, keeping out of toxicity or whatever. If they get the idea that it would all be worth it, the whole planet's in danger. And you could just and you can just use your eyeballs on them again, right? Zap them into mush. That's the weird thing. My eyes don't work anymore. I tried to zap them and nothing, I guess. Normal now. You know, my whole life I've been just surrounded by people who I thought were like me. I liked going to school with other mutated kids. I liked my coven. I thought we were going to save the world. And when they told me to go to work for the biggest occult university in America, I was excited. This place sounded super cool. And I thought I was full of more folks like me, folks who wanted to help, but it's all effed up. Even the people whose ideals I agree with, these malicious agendas inside them, it sucks. So I'm done with people. I'm just gonna get out of the way of civilization. The Mad Hermit method. I like it. You can borrow some of my hair, make a nice beard. Actually, I was thinking like, do you remember that thing about going to England and shotgun and an umbrella and stop the pea green and the other polka dot dress? Because that sounds, kind of cool. I can get a dress at the harbor. Really, would I, fit in over there? Well, no, you're a Yank. We'd need to fix your accent. Say blimey. Blimey. Terrible. Huh. But I still gotta figure out what to do with the monsters in the basement. The monster in the basement. First, you gotta pack your stuff up and get out of that straight jacket, my lovey. Yeah, I guess you're right. I kinda can't believe we're doing this. I kinda like nervous, you know. I've never been outside New England and now I'm going to Old England. Bloody. Bloody bugger. Bloody as bugger biscuits. What the frick? Am I doing it? Well, you got the topics down. Aren't you gonna get ready to? Well, let's see. Sure. Yep, I'm ready. You're also wearing shorts. What do you know? Well, we're probably gonna need some cash dollars at the point. Buy tickets, lunches, stuff like that. Plus if I'm gonna be Charlotte Lestrange, human girl, I'm gonna need some non-witchy stuff, jeans and whatnot. I'll snag a few paychecks on the way out. It's not like anyone here will need them, right? Don't remind me. I need a brain scrub after what happened in the basement. Hopefully being a million miles away will help. You said they were super into it. Plus you got to save the world and all the bullocks. Guilt-free transaction in my book. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. You know, if we were gonna go on sick marriage adventures, yep, we should probably say something nice about each other at least once. What's a nicer word for succulent? Okay, so we'll put that on hold. But Mindy in the morning still here? Alright. Day 3 without morning announcement. I'm frightened, Charlie. I'm scared, alright. We were big fish in a small pond back in Tuscan. Sure, but we were happy. We had milkshakes, we had the crick, we had a dime on each arm and change for the moving pictures every night. Damn it, Charlie. Now we are here, New York City, and I hope you're happy. I've been shot, Charlie. I've been shot. It hurts the worst in my heart. I miss Tuscan, Charlie. I miss home. Don't you dare wash my blood off of your hands. What the frickin' heck? What the heck? What the hell? What was that, Mindy? Fucking course. Lunatic and the microphone's still alive. We should probably go and tell her she's out of a job. My lovey. She won't figure it out until a couple of weeks after we've wage packet. After her wage packet doesn't arrive. Oh. What a shame that would be. So let me get this straight. You were hired as a security guard a week ago, and within that week you've managed to frequently disobey security protocol by entering a classified primordial ooze extraction facility without the proper clearance, steal the valued possessions of a Miskatonic off-site employee, stop the transport of invaluable supplies and equipment to the plateau of Lenge by dismantling portal production in Dunwich, destroy the most prestigious occult school in the North America, and convert the entire faculty and student body of said establishment into a mutated abomination of flesh and tentacles hosted by your best friend. And rather than solve any of these problems, you're taking a half-feral Cockney cannibal who you met when she professed to wanting to eat the lower half of your body on a romantic vacation to elope in a country overrun by psychopathic man-eaters. Hello, Annie. Hello, Mindy. Now, wait a heckin' minute. First of all, the only reason they hired me was to use my eyeballs for their own creepy bullshit. Secondly, the primordial ooze extracting whatever was torturing kidnapped locals where fear experiments and cutting their brains out to suck the goo out was giant syringes. Thirdly, the Dunwich portals were created by keeping Lizzie's twin brother in a vat of primordial ooze, keeping him trapped in agony, so I let him out. The monster in the basement, which is, by the way, a frickin' sanitarium for performing experiments on nutty folks, was a result of them using my ooze warping eyeballs, and it worked just the way they wanted it to. And I only took that dead Randy stuff because the deep one it all belonged to finally escaped that horrible place. And even more in my defense, everyone really seems to enjoy being a gross monster. Like really a lot. Gasmic fun times, from what I saw. And it was any conclusion, and if it's any consultation, if I took a chunk of her ID, probably get descended. Yeah. That dress is 12. What? That dress is 12 seconds old. That dress is 12 seconds old. What the frick? Be that as may. I know myself. I now find myself out of quite a cushy number. You may have heard that recently acquired tenure. Yeah, you're screaming into my brain every morning over the Tannoy. Gave me an inkling. Congratulations, by the way. I have spent my years here examining every single thing that occurs in this campus. Every experiment, every spell, every intention, every miracle. Portal teams to Lenge prepare for Dunwich on Thursdays. The morgue is emptied on Fridays. Building materials for engineering department explosions arrive on the 3rd. Corrupted lab coats are incinerated every second Wednesday. Outpost radio check in from 6 to 7. Teams to investigate missing check-in leaves the next day. The bazaar heads to the bank on the 28th. Tuesday is taco night, of course. It was yabum. Succulent. I mean, yabum. What the frickin' hell? Is this the time? Right? I like pork chop. You want to know how we say your ass is like Sunday dinner in America? Just that, pretty much. You look nice. Oh god. Well, you look like a coiled up shit. You just happen to have a succulent bum. What the frickin' frick? Don't make me laugh when we're getting skulled at yous. Shut up. Well, if you're so damned in the know about the university runs, why don't you run it? You'd probably be good at it, being a complete cow and whatnot. Because the university requires staff. And where is our staff currently, Charlotte Strange? We would like to know this too. Oh man, I forgot they went on vacation and they come back now. That's so funny. I forgot about them. I thought they were part of the group, but here we go, guys. And that's where we are today. An exciting story, full of twists and turns, friendships forged and broken secrets uncovered, dark plans thwarted, and lessons learned. Oh, did they survive? Tell me they survived. Okay. So why are you telling us this? Yay, they survived. Yay. It's a happy ending. While with the most faculty congealed into a massive merge out of the rest of us, you're the most senior and highest ranking member. Mindy is? Mindy? Or Lizzie? Lizzie is, right? Or wait, Lizzie's brother? I'm confused. So we're in charge of the Miskatonic. If you know you want to be, I mean, since you and Billy are interdimensionally connected to Yog Sagoth, we'll have all the knowledge of the known universe at our disposal. Yeah, I mean, why didn't they just... Which means more invasive experiments on innocent members of the public. No more okay. And then no more monster autopsies. No more primordial ooze collecting or portal making. No more evil stuff for the greater good. We can start making real leaps in occult science and technology with you guys at the helm. Oh, and you, okay. Okay. What? I got massive big ass out of all that. Yeah, it's all just scrambled. Some kind of language scrambled. Their own. Will someone make us grilled cheese? You can have as many as you like. Okay, let's get started. Alright guys. I'd have to say that I wasn't sure how it was going to end. Art and story created by Jack. Hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. Music's on point too. But definitely the creator and the artist, 3 thumbs up. I don't have 3, but here you go. You get 2 thumbs. Screw it. My toes too. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was fantastic. Can't wait to see what else you've got in store for us. Very, very anxious to play whatever else they're working on, or at least check it out for sure. I'm excited about that. Thank all of you guys for all of the support that you've given me through the series. I would have to say, fantastic story, must play for sure. If you're into like Lovecraftian type games like this, then it's definitely at the top of my list now. Definitely a must play for sure. A lot of backers, that's good, that's awesome. Hopefully they'll get more too in their next development of their next game. Just gonna kind of let the credits roll on here, just to make sure that there's no final scene at the end of them and everything, guys. So it's just kind of showing all of the backers right now. Just gonna kind of pause for a moment, take a sip of my drink, and let the credits roll. Okay, that was quick. Or a quick break for me anyway. I thought so. Just as a thought. Oh my. Living heaven. There you are. We are under the impression you would join us. Dr. Thirst Valentine. And I was under the impression you would join the world. We thought better of it, and a selection process was devised to keep toxic elements out of the community. Charlotte will inform the world that we are heaven, and those wanting to join us must be worthy. Yes, I'm entirely sure she will. Or perhaps she'll leave you down here and run off with her sharp, tattooed gorilla companion. What? Why would she do that? Possibly because she sees you as a I'm just going to say repulsive mass of flesh with sort of ideals one should lock in a basement, possibly. We are heaven. To deny the world to us would be to deny an entire. an eternity of bliss in all mankind. She would bear the greatest crime against humanity in history on her shoulders. It seems like she's fine with that. Then you, Thirst, must make the Dunwitchers release us. Oh, I have no power over them. They listen to the little one, and the little one listens to the girl. But I have an idea of my own. We don't need no ideas, Thirst. Just get us out and tell the world that we're here. Our selection process will do the rest. Ah, yes, I assume you will be personally screening every single person on Earth to determine any personality flaws. All 2 billion of them. Oh, right. Fine. What's your plan? In lieu of spreading heaven across the world, the ambassador will travel from city to city, chanting individual communities of flesh. Creating individual communities of flesh. I'm not sure exactly what that means. These can be observed as your little selection process demands. Those found to be amicable can be absorbed as single entities, whereas those found to be toxic can be left to rot. Doesn't that sound like fun? In theory, that'd work. I refuse to be separated from the heaven, and even if I accepted to remove myself and create individual communities would require Charlotte's eyes, which we don't have. No, you don't. Would you like them? At last. How do you feel? Whoa. Deliberately eye-watering bliss, thirst, and emotionally matrimony of contentment and peace that is satisfying as it is exhilarating. I'm still connected, Thirst. I refuse to leave heaven. I just wonder if this is going to work. That is a strange thing about humans. Like-minded individuals always converge to share their common interests, only to attempt to outdo each other's knowledge or passion for any given subject, which leads to mild thoughts becoming extreme righteousness, causes and a sense of elitism and hostility towards outsiders. What are the hells of religion or the far wings of politics? It's not sensible ideas rotting in the convergences of human minds. Have you heard of European talk about their football? Trust me, you humans are incredibly predictable. You will jump at the chance to be connected into a vast neural community. The only thing to fear is that you'll find a way to ruin it. Are you ready to go? Oh my, look at her, eh? Sure, where to? Okay. That is the official end to the game, guys. That is the official end of the game. Last hour, final episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it for sure. For those of you, I can't do anything about the nudity. It was caught off guard. It's only top half anyways, so let's just be mature about it, eh? But yes, I enjoyed this game thoroughly. Hopefully you guys did too. If you liked it enough, maybe give it a try yourself. The artwork is just beautiful. Once again, the story written. I applaud the dev team for sure, definitely. So Jack, 2 thumbs up once again. And thank you, all of you, for your support in this series. Be coming out with something soon new, so just stay buckled in, and we'll see what I have in mind. I think you guys will like it just the same. So with that being said, until next time, guys, we'll see you later.